In October of 2023, the City of Norman hired Matrix Consulting Group, an independent third-party firm, to conduct a resource allocation study for the fire department. It was presented to city leadership February 4th, 2025, just over a year ago. My purpose here is to bring to light what it says about the current state of the Norman Fire Department. In 2014, Norman firefighters responded to just over 12,000 calls for service. By 2025, that number grew to more than 21,000. That's an increase of over 70%. In the same time period, the City of Norman has added more than 120 employees. Of those 120, just one position was added to the fire department. That's a 70% increase in call volume with less than 1% increase in staffing. Station 1 alone responded to nearly 7,000 calls in 2025. That's over 580 calls a month. Despite this increased workload, our staffing levels have remained essentially unchanged. As call volumes increase, without the additional staffing and resources needed, response times get longer and firefighters are stretched thinner. According to nationally recognized benchmarks, Norman engine crews are consistently arriving later than recommended in both urban and suburban areas of the city. This study is clear. The Norman Fire Department is operating beyond its sustainable capacity. To meet current needs and future growth, the study recommends hiring more than 120 personnel. That's firefighters, command staff, inspectors, and support personnel, all over the next decade. That 70% does not expand services, but would help us meet the minimum service expectations. The study also identified major gaps in fire station coverage across the city. The study recommends building a Station 10 immediately, while also starting the planning process for 2 more fire stations in the near future. It also recommends replacing and/or relocating several aging stations and renovating others that no longer meet operational needs. And yet, over a year after the study was formally presented, the recommendations remain largely unrealized. This study represents the minimum investment required to maintain current service levels and prevent further decline. The Norman Fire Department continues to answer every call, but the data shows we are doing more with less, and that gap is continuing to grow.